have a question for you. Do you find it hard to fight the urge to splurge? You never seen a store you didn't like? A deal you couldn't pass up? Well, if you're living a lifestyle you can't afford, you are not alone. According to a recent Gallup poll, the average American owes $29,000 in credit card debt. $29,000! I would choke and die. And last year, 1.6 million U.S. households filed for bankruptcy. Now more than ever, people are asking, where'd the money go? Well, some of them sent us home videos of things they just had to have. Take a look at this. You'll see where it went.
DrPhil, I'm out of control.
None of these toys are my children's. These are all mine.
My teddy bears.
I get an unexplained high every time I make a purchase.
$6,000.
The vacuum cleaner, $3,000.
I have every hairbow that was ever invented.
Big trunk. Now my mom doesn't have to know about all my purchases.
This is my 65-inch high-definition television. Why did I buy it? I have no clue.
Vintage cowboy boots that I have never worn.
I only buy sheets that are 300 plus thread count.
I actually bought the same outfit 6 times and didn't even know it.
How did I pay for all of these things? This and this. In less than 7 months, I'll be more than $50,000 in debt.
It's crazy.
All right, DrPhil, you see I need your help.
I need some serious help. I truly have a problem. Can you help me?
Oh. A recent study showed that people under the age of 25 are the fastest growing segment of Americans that are going bankrupt before they even get started. In fact, 96% of college seniors have up to 6 credit cards and carry an average of $3,000 in debt. Now, my first guest, Katie, is one of those people. She gets a high from shopping 24/7, but her father, Ron, is tired of funding her spending habit while paying for her college education.
DrPhil, I'm a college senior who loves to shop. I just got a pink cashmere sweater from J.Crew. Every month, I run up bills on my dad's credit card, and then when they come in, we fight about it.
Katie knows how to play me. I mean, like a violin. I send her an allowance of $250 a month, and it's basically gone in 4 days.
I have $26 in my checking account because I spend all of my money budgeted for food on clothes. When I go shopping, I feel ecstatic. I just love going to a store and picking something out and deciding where I could wear it to. The problem then is when I get home, I think, what did I just do? Did I really just go to the store and spend $500? How is my dad gonna pay for this?
I'm not sure if she's a compulsive shopper, although sometimes I'm starting to wonder.
My dad is outside right now. I don't really know how I'm gonna get this stuff that I buy out to the car. He'll understand when he sees the whole outfit put together. Maybe. Oh. Hi, Dad.
Did you buy something?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding.
I needed it, though.
I have a feeling it went on the American Express card.
It's a possibility.
This will be your last shopping spree.
When I studied abroad for a semester in Italy, I ran up over $10,000 in credit card debt.
I got a phone call one day that, Dad, we're all in Florence. All my 5 friends are here buying leather jackets. So sure enough, I gave in, said, Kate, okay, you can buy a leather jacket.
Over the summer, my dad did take my credit cards away. I had to beg for them back. No, actually gonna put on my American Express.
The one credit card we have this year is the American Express card, and that's the one thing I've allowed her to keep just for an emergency. But she cannot use it unless she calls me in advance to get permission. We got the American Express bill today. So listen, there's a couple of charges here. I'm not sure if I ever got phone calls about. Is he just part of this MTV, immediate gratification generation?
My dad has a very difficult time saying no to me. I do cry occasionally to get what I want, and he does always pay it, especially when the tears come out.
I probably have spoiled Katie a little bit, but I think that's okay. She's a good kid.
I don't think I'm spoiled. I think I'm fortunate.
Come this June, she graduates.
I have a knot in my stomach thinking about being in control of my own finances. I won't have my parents to rely on anymore.
My biggest fear is that Katie's going to be in bankruptcy court. DrPhil, is it too late to teach my daughter the value of money?
I don't want to wind up in debt. Can you please help me cut my spending habits?
Okay. Now, tell me why you're here. Are you here to defend this, or are you here to change it?
A little bit of both. I don't want to be in debt when I graduate from school.
He gives you like $1,100 a month for room, board, food, and utilities, but you spend it on clothes.
Yes.
Every month you have a fight about this, right?
Just about every month.
Just about every
Just
month.
about every month. And she says that all she's got to do is cry, and you pay off like a slot machine.
Well, maybe not quite that fast, but yeah, eventually I cave in.
She says, and I quote, "I know I can talk him into paying things off." Did I read that right?
You did read that right.
I read it right? You say that you're addicted to infomercials, Starbucks, J. Crew, online shopping. Oh, is this the sweater?
This is the sweater.
This is the $300 cashmere sweater?
Oh, this is no. This is
Very
only-
cute. Ran up $10,000 in credit card debt
When I was in Italy, I did.
when you were in Italy, which he gave you money to do, but you spent that on clothes and then charged the trip on your credit card, right?
Right. He would send me cash for
So
my
you paid
trips.
twice.
Well, a lot of times I'd get these frantic phone calls. You know, all my friends are going to Florence this weekend, and I just felt this was an experience that she wouldn't get again, and so I would give in.
You fly from Chicago to New York 6 times a year to have your hair cut and colored. I'm just asking if I read that correctly.
I haven't found a good place in Chicago yet.
Okay. Well, thank God you're fortunate that you can do that. Now, Dad, the most incredible sentence I read out of all of my background on here is you said, quote, "No, I don't overindulge her. She just hasn't gotten down the art of managing money."
Well, I think there's a fine line there. I try and keep her to a budget. I try and show her by my example. And I try not to overindulge her. I give her what I think is a fair allowance each month. And then she has this way of just calling me up, and she's very persuasive. "Well, Dad, I saw these pants. They were on sale. They were 110, and now they're only 75, and and it's just, we get into this thing every month.
Did somebody slip in here and stamp stupid on my forehead? Are you kidding me? All right, let's look at the two sides of this, okay? Let's look at the plus side. She's really a sweet girl, right?
She's great.
I mean, absolutely. She's been a
Absolutely
great
great.
daughter, very supportive, very loving. Dean's List in college. But see, you have a responsibility here, Dad. And that is, see, when I think about parenting, it's more than just providing a roof over their heads and clothes on their back. You have to do more than that. And one of the things that you have to do is you have to socialize her. And that means that you've got to teach her how the world works. And the way the world works is it's an eat what you kill world, right? If you get out there and you're on your own, you're going to have to earn money to pay for what you want. And no money, no stuff. No money, no house. No money, no car. No money, no gas. No money, no food. Unless you're going to spend the rest of your life picking up the tab for her to be your responsible with finances.
No, and she knows that. We've talked about this, that this is...
I know, you talk about it every month.
No, but I'm saying...
Okay, you're teaching her how the world works. You cry for money. But that's not how it works when you're not in the loop, right? I mean, aren't you crippling her if you're not holding her accountable?
I did pull the credit cards.
No, you didn't. You pulled 2 credit cards, gave her an American Express, only to be used for emergencies, and then she goes and buys clothes with it.
But she's supposed to call me up and get permission and then send me an email, because she knows I forget sometimes of what she actually did.
I'm afraid that when I graduate, I mean, he's going to cut my bills off, and I plan on budgeting every month. Like, every month I don't want to go over my budget, and then I do, and I don't understand.
Okay, listen, people don't get into money problems because of money, and people don't solve money problems with money. You get into money problems because of emotions, because of poor planning, because of impulse control problems. You solve money problems with planning and programming, maturity and accountability. You can't just throw more. I guarantee you, if you threw 10 grand at her right now and said, look, totally get you out of debt, you'll start out of college debt-free, 10 grand in your pocket, this would be the best dressed, fortunate young woman in Chicago. And she wouldn't have her rent money the first month, would you? You know it's true. We're talking about compulsive shopping. You've heard me say that money is the #1 problem that can ruin a marriage, and that's true. Now, Jerry has actually threatened divorce because she says her husband Dan's obsession with buying collectibles is out of control. Take a look.
My name is Jerry, and my husband's spending is threatening our marriage.
I got a SpongeBob watch and a Spider-Man watch.
He buys action figures, Jewish books, daggers, software.
I like to record. I like to have fun stuff to do.
The monsters. Yeah. I didn't know you were a fan.
Up the car and
the car. Do you know that these things put us into debt?
To some extent.
And they're just sitting here. That's what bugs me. Are we creating a museum?
Every month he says he will stop, and he doesn't.
Look at Hot Wheels Highway 35 World Race costume for kids. I didn't even know they had that. I am the sole breadwinner. If I want to buy something, I should be able to buy it. A racetrack for cars, flashlights. I have a compulsion to obtain, and I feel good about those purchases until my wife opens the credit card bill, and then I feel less enthusiastic about those purchases.
Did you realize you charged $3,700?
No.
See, that's ridiculous to me. This is boxes of stuff that he collects. Be careful. This whole bag here is Hot Wheels.
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm not a bad boy. I'm a good boy.
A couple of years ago, Dan had prostate surgery, and he had to have a radical removal.
I didn't want to die of cancer. I went through a lot of depression. I had a little boy that was a couple of years old, and I wanted to have more kids. Sorry. It's a shot to the heart. Today, I am normal. I can do everything that I should be able to do except have kids. The reason I collect is for my children as a legacy of this is what your dad had. He's no longer here, but this is his stuff.
Our credit cards are $25,000. I can't pay day-to-day bills. What is this? $888.
That's computer hardware.
I just keep wondering what kind of system we have, because...
Fast ones?
Yeah. I don't want my kids to be raised thinking they can have anything they want.
My wife wants to control all of the spending that I do, and I resent it.
Debt is a nightmare to me. I would actually consider divorce so that I could live a less stressful life than this.
Well, I haven't put any new purchases on them.
And I should believe you this month. Why? I'm a babysitter of my husband instead of a partner, a wife. If I see one more charge, then I'm done.
I need to retire in the future, and we don't really have a good savings plan.
DrPhil, I am at my wit's end. Can you please help me get through to my husband that his spending is hurting our family?
What do you think about what you're doing?
I can't stop. I find it very difficult to stop, and I know it's not the right thing to do for the welfare of the family.
Okay, so you truly believe this is a compulsion?
I really do.
Do you have any theory as to where it comes from?
It wasn't as bad until I had my prostate surgery.
Right.
And after that, I got better and found eBay all over again, and guess what?
I mean, is your theory like life's short? So,
yes, absolutely.
I mean, your mortality was visited upon you, so you just said, hey, if it feels good, do it?
To some extent. I do feel that mortality hit me square in the head. At 43, having prostate cancer, being very young, definitely changed my outlook on life, without a doubt.
One of the things that you said is that you wanted to have something to leave your children. I mean, if you want to leave them something, how about financial security? How about college education fund? How about the ability to have a down payment for a house and get started in life? Do you think that would give you a better feeling than leaving them with some Hot Wheels Matrix figures and Star Trek figures? If your kids had a voice, and they're young and don't understand these things now, but if they had a voice, how do you think they would vote, with you or me?
Probably
cash
you.
Or Hot Wheels?
Well, in the future, obviously cash.
I think people get confused sometimes because they focus on topics instead of issues. And I'm not sure that we found the issue, but I have a clue of where to look. My spending has accumulated to a point where it has put us in financial trouble. Even an axe murderer can justify why they chop people to pieces. But in my case, I can justify everything that I purchase. Well, that was Dan, who claims he can justify every purchase he makes, just like an axe murderer. Interesting analogy. Dan's spending is so bad that he's asked his wife, Jerry, to stand with him at the register and whisper, "Don't buy that." All right, I want to introduce Lynette Calfani. Lynette has written an amazing little book called Zero Debt. And you've been a financial reporter. You've written this book and others. How much credit card debt did you have when you were at your worst point?
Well, I am a financial expert, and at my worst point, I was actually $100,000 in credit card debt.
$100,000 in credit card debt.
I now have zero debt. That's one of the reasons I wrote the book, to teach people they can get out of it just like I did.
$30,000 in debt. Just a quick calculation. What do you think they're going to wind up paying if they pay minimum at the high rates? What do you figure it'll cost to pay off $30,000?
It will take him well over 30 years to pay off that debt if he's paying minimum payments.
Yeah.
If then, well over 30 years.
And that's going to wind up costing you somewhere probably between $80,000 and $90,000,
About
would
three
you say?
times the amount.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Pretty sickening about it.
Did you ever stop and think about that?
Have not, no.
Have not. Now, I said I was going to talk about the issue instead of the topic here. Didn't you tell me that you resent this woman telling you what you can buy and what you can't?
Yes, sir.
Resentment over control usually is followed by rebellion. And didn't you also say that there are times that you just do it because you're just going to show her you can?
Yes, sir. I did say that.
See, and I resent being put in the place that I have to be his mother, his nag, his babysitter, so...
See, isn't that the issue here? The topic is the Hot Wheel or the Matrix thing, but you have a parent-child relationship here, and you're rebelling against mom. But the problem is it's costing you a lot. That's a very expensive rebellion. How about just going,
To the rebellion, right?
Couldn't you do that cheaper than running up $90,000?
Well, I love her very much. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, then let's think of something else. Okay. But let's not spend $90,000 saying, yes, I can. You also said, I, in fact, do have a compulsion here.
Yes.
I recognize that I get a high when I buy something.
I can't stop.
Feels good at the moment, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Are you with me out here? You get a high when you buy something, right? Do you understand that that's an addiction? That's a fix. It's like taking a drink or taking a drug. You go there, you look at it, you don't want to leave it, you get it, and for that moment that you possess that, oh man, that feels good.
Absolutely.
But then it wears off and you got to go do it again. The fact is that you're getting an emotional, physiological payoff when you buy something the same as you would get if you took a drug or a drink. It gives you a sense of control. It gives you a sense of peace and relaxation for that short period of time. But then you got to get another hit, another hit, another hit. What if you found a way to get that same relaxation by doing something more constructive?
That would be beautiful.
I would like you to consider giving away all of those things that you have purchased that you know were just a matter of compulsion. In fact, we're coming into the holiday season, and there are so many children that are needy and deprived and without, that you are like Santa's workshop. Yes. You have so much stuff. You do. You have so much stuff.
Yes.
And, you know, I've always been taught that if there's something you really want, you have like a hole in your heart, a hole in your spirit, something you need, the best thing in the world you can do is go give that which you need the most.
That's a lot of truth. In fact, I knew I was going to be on the hot seat today. And so as part of, I only have one of these. Sometimes I have more than one item, but I only have, this is a Hot Wheels. It is the hot seat, and it's yours. You're welcome to it. It's a gesture of,
okay.
So you might not be needy, but that is a hot seat.
This could be a real beginning, because I'm a very needy, Hot Wheel deprived young man. And I truly appreciate that gesture. What I'm asking you to do is to say, you know what? I want that good feeling inside, and I'm trying to fill it up with things. I want to fill it up with a spirit of giving instead. And I just wonder if that might bring you some peace to give instead of get. And I'm wondering if you would try that. And I don't want you to just like bundle it all up and go give it away. I want you to spend some weekends. Take the two of you and the children and go to a shelter, go to an orphanage, go to a place and see if you can fill yourself up by doing that. But I want you to try to give your way to some health and happiness. Are you willing to give that a try?
Absolutely.
I would like to see you do that.
I will do it.
And we will monitor this and track it right along.
Okay, good.
Lynette is a self-admitted shopaholic. She says it's true, I am. She lives the phrase, shop till you drop. She spent over $10,000 in the last 3 weeks and gets defensive if anybody questions her purchases. Now, Lynette says she's worried about setting a bad example for her daughters, who are here also. Let's take a look and then we'll talk to them.
We're going shopping! Woo-hoo! My name is Lynette, and I am a shopaholic. Our credit card debt, $17,000 on one card, $7,500 on another card, and $15,000 on another card. I just get so upset when I look at these numbers. The most money that I've ever spent in one single shopping spree on clothes is $2,300. A couple weeks ago, I got mad at my husband, went out, spent $1,700 on buying a new computer. I have 3 great daughters. Nicole, who's 17, she doesn't like to shop.
My mom spends money like it literally grows off trees.
Look at them.
I'm scared one day she's gonna have no money left and she's not gonna know what to do.
Victoria is 15. She is my best friend shopping.
You really need all that.
No, but I want it.
I love to shop because it makes me feel better getting clothes that other people don't have.
Maybe I should get black pants and an orange shirt, or
Well, let's hold both of them up.
Both of them. So we definitely live like we're millionaires.
I don't look at price tags. I don't realize how much I spend. I just keep buying. Look, isn't that cute? Oh, those are so cute. Walmart is a happy place to go. You can go in and buy tons of stuff. Christiana, she's following more in mine and Vicky's footsteps.
It's nice.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
I never say no to my children. Growing up, I was never really taught anything about money. I was adopted at birth by a wonderful family. And when I was 15, I remember going by this white Camaro and telling my mom, oh, that car is so pretty. And that car was in my driveway 3 days later. My husband and I got married May 1st. And I think it's put a strain on us as a newlywed couple, but he's learning to adjust.
I think Lynette does have a shopping problem. She has a tough time saying no to herself, the children.
We got fudge. You want to eat it now? Why are you fighting with me?
We don't need it.
It's fudge. $5.
We don't need it. I really haven't taken charge or taken the credit card from her, nor do I want to do that. She's not a little girl, she's my wife. I try to talk to her and ask her to, think about what she's doing, if we really need it, or if it's a want versus a need item.
We did good, Mom. $100. That's nothing.
And everybody got something in the family, so nobody can feel left out.
So nobody can yell at us tonight.
People think that I have it all together, but inside, I don't have it together at all. I never really think about how I'm gonna pay for what I buy. DrPhil, why don't I have any respect for money? I need help.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know why, I just can't say no. And a lot of times when I shop, I don't feel good about it. I go home and I'm literally sick that I spent so much money.
What's wrong with saying, no, we don't need that, and we're not gonna do that?
I guess it's because I live my life every day as if it's my last. And I don't want to end up 60 or 70 years old, sitting in a nursing home somewhere, wishing that I did this or I did that when I was younger. I just want to do it. I just want to enjoy life.
You're going to sit there in a nursing home at 80 years old and say, I bought that sweater. I did it. I stood up and bought that sweater. And God bless me for doing it. I mean, is that the it?
No, it's just anything, whether it's vacations or cars or houses or... I feel like there's a part of my life that's very unsettled. And that's why I'm here, because I constantly do things that I don't understand. Whether it's a new car every 6 months, a new house every 6 months. I like my home. I've had 7 homes in 3 years. Because we buy a house, whether it's $250,000, $500,000, I like it. In 6 months, I'm bored. I don't like the house anymore. I want another one. So that's what I do.
Okay, what do you think? You think this is fine, right?
I think it's fun.
Yeah. So you said you're worried about setting a bad example for your daughters.
I know that I am.
Well,
I know that. I
that
realize
cow's
I have
out
a
of the
problem.
barn, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, because you're saying, hey, this is good with me.
It's fine.
So why are you not so afflicted? I mean, you just don't get it, do you? You don't get what it is they're so focused on buying.
I've never been into buying or shopping as much as they do. They don't even care what the price tag is. They just put it in the cart and buy it.
And you just think that's nuts.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, thank you. Do you think you're measuring your self-worth as a function of what you have and what you buy?
I have never really looked at it like that. I've never.
Well, let's do that for a minute.
Like, I don't care if I'm shopping at Macy's or Walmart as long as I'm shopping. So I'm not like, like a stuck-up shopper. Like, I don't have to, shop at like one place. It's like, as long as I can spend money.
Okay, but it's stuff. You define yourself by what you've acquired that day. And if you don't acquire something that day, then does that mean you're nothing that day?
I've never really looked at it like that, honestly. There's a lot of things that I want, Dr. Phil, that I haven't bought. Like David Yurman has got a great special going on right now. And I have not bought any of his pieces.
Dr. Phil, that jacket was $200 and it is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God!
I knew she was. I could have made that for a whole lot less.
In the last 5 years, I have owned a Dodge Durango, Mercedes-Benz, a BMW, a Saab 900, a Crown Vic, a Grand Marquis, a Lincoln Town Car, a Chevy Blazer, a Ford Probe, Mercury Cougar, and now I have my Monte Carlo. If I don't stop, we're gonna run out of money. And then what do you do when all the money's gone?
Well, we're talking today about people who are living beyond their means. Now, that was Lynette, who says she's bought 10 cars in the last 5 years. Now, you were also just telling me right before the break that you're not into brands and you're not into all that.
I'm not.
But then the camera in the limo seemed to catch you just going absolute nuts on Rodeo Drive because this is this brand, that's Gucci, oh my God, this is where the stars shop. So, I mean...
I have my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a hidden camera, right? You didn't know that was in there.
No,
yeah.
I did not know.
Yeah. I was talking to Dan before, I was talking to Katie before that, about getting this high from buying something. Isn't that really an insult to you? And aren't you likely to miss what you're really all about if you continue to define yourself so materially?
Absolutely. I want to be genuinely happy and fulfilled with what I have, not with what I can go out and buy.
Okay, then what you have to do is change your definition of success. Houses, cars, things. That's how you measure success right now, correct?
Correct.
And do you agree that's how you measure success?
Definitely.
Because you've said you want to wear name brands, you want to have stuff that everybody else doesn't have, because you want to distinguish yourself from everybody else that says, look how cute I am. You miss who you really are by focusing on these things that have nothing to do with who you are. What if you changed your definition of success and said, you know what, I'm going to make a commitment that other than essentials that I write down on a piece of paper, I'm not going to buy anything for 30 days.
I can do that.
No.
I can do that.
Could you do that?
We went shopping
I
yesterday.
could do that.
Yeah, well, so it starts today. Because could you do that?
Absolutely.
And you would just like freak, right?
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
I can do that.
We have a deal?
We have a deal.
All right,
Definitely.
for 30 days, you can write it down. Tony, you write down with, this is your husband, Tony, you write down with it the things you gotta like have milk and bread and stuff that you have to have, and all the things that are necessary, and you don't buy anything for 30 days.
Can you define like what essentials are?
No clothing
Absolutely.
items at all for 30 days.
Okay.
Okay?
They can do that.
And nothing for any of you. You just have to say no for 30 days. She's going to get out in the car and say, listen, that bald guy's crazy. What have you gotten us into here, Mother? You can't do this. So we have a deal?
We have a deal.
30 days. No clothing items for you,
30
girls,
days.
nothing.
I'll do it.
All right? We've been talking today about money problems, shopaholics, compulsive spending, and buying. And what I've said is you don't solve money problems with money. Now, Katie, you've been sitting here listening the whole time. If you changed your definition of success, where the way you felt about you was defined differently, would that help you?
It would. I wouldn't have a knot in my stomach about, my purchases for that day, and even if I didn't have the items, it would feel better.
Can you do that? Your enthusiasm is underwhelming. Can you do that?
I can.
Will you make the same deal with me that Lynette made about no clothing purchase for 30 days?
I'll do it.
Now, so far this year, we've been featuring phenomenal families, and I want you to take a look at one that has their money act together. Take a quick look at this tape.
Hi, Dr. Phil. My name is Tamala, and this is my phenomenal family. We live in Madisonville, Kentucky, and this is our lovely 3-bedroom home. Our household income is $60,000 a year, and we have very little debt.
We do not give our kids an allowance. We give our kids an income.
My chores are feeding the cat, emptying my trash, and emptying the bathroom trash.
The rule in the house is when the kids get home from school, they have to do their homework before they can go out and play. I always have a snack ready for them. See, Dr. Phil, ready-made cake.
We have 2 credit cards. The credit debt accumulated while I was laid off from the coal mines.
We've closed both accounts so that we no longer add any more money to it.
We budget about $150 every 2 weeks for groceries.
We get $10 for video and entertainment. I get $50 every 2 weeks for dining and eat out. Dining, let's see how much we have left. $20, we're in luck. Papa John's, coupons this week in the mail. 1 large, 2 chopping cheese sticks for $14.99. It's pizza and game night.
Uno.
Some of the places we shop are Walmart, Kmart occasionally. There's a nice consignment shop. My husband drives a Toyota Avalon. I drive a Ford Windstar. These are vehicles that we can afford. I would love to nominate my family as a phenomenal family. We would like to challenge anyone in America to come on down to our home and live the simple life with us.
Hey, America, our door is wide open, so come on down.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.